Donald Trump has had another unexpected big win. We never thought we'd see the day, but CNN actually celebrated the president, calling him a soaring eagle.
I think there was this concern among some folks that Donald Trump would come in for a second term and kind of be a lame duck. He ain't no lame duck. If anything, he's a soaring eagle. What am I talking about here? Let's talk about Trump executive orders in 2025. He's already signed 111 so far. That is the most at this point in a presidency in at least 100 years. In fact, it's the most in any single year, and we're only in April, since Harry S. Truman in the early 1950s. The bottom line is whether you like Trump or you don't like him, you can't say that he's come in and not try to deliver on what he at least believes was his promises on the campaign trail, and he's doing so in historic fashion.
But it wouldn't be CNN without at least one of the hosts questioning Trump's strategy, which then backfired on her.
So, completely differently, clearly they agree, but take it a step further? Do the people think he has too much, but he's taken too much power?
Yeah, this I think is the real question, right? You can believe that he's doing stuff completely differently, but do you think that he has a little too much power or not? And this is interesting. So Trump's presidential power is too much, the right amount, too little. Well, 47% say too much, but then you get 36% who say the right amount. Then you get 17% who say too little. So you're essentially dealing with a majority of the American public, 53%, who do not say that Trump has too much power. They either says he has too little power or the right amount of power. So the idea, that argument that Donald Trump is, quote unquote, a king, that I don't think holds with the American people. It does hold maybe with 47%, but with the majority of folks, they believe Donald Trump's doing something completely differently, and they don't believe he has too much power, and the executive orders he signed certainly suggest he's no lame duck. He is, as I said at the beginning, a soaring eagle.
Online commentators relished in the on-air display, with this person saying, CNN turning on its own? Guess they can't ignore the truth about Trump's presidency. But this person was a little more skeptical about their motives, saying CNN is just trying to get some viewership back. They'll turn on Trump as quickly as this report happened. But it's not all love for President Trump on CNN. The network was slammed recently for appearing to put an orange filter over the top of Trump's face to make him appear more orange. But while CNN is slowly turning to acknowledge common sense, MSNBC seems to be stuck in its Trump derangement echo chamber. Their recent commentary on Trump's widely celebrated tariffs couldn't come up with a single positive.
Can you walk us through the numbers? And is there any positive take on this?
Well, I can answer the second question first. I don't think there's a single positive take on this. This is all just bad. It's bad, as we talked about before, for inflation. It's bad for economic growth. It's bad for everything.
And MSNBC's Eddie Glaude continued the bias, unleashing on Trump and his supporters in an unhinged tirade.
Have to grapple with it, because it's the snake, it's the beast coiled up in the heart, the bosom of the country, as Frederick Douglass said. And the fact that they are doubling down on this shows you what kind of human beings they actually are.
Say more.
We chose a felon who is more interested in loyalty, who's more interested in retribution, who's more interested in grift than in democracy. And we chose a felon because we didn't want to elect a black woman. So to read that, to actually explicate that, is to say we would rather destroy the republic than for that to have happened. And until we grapple with it, there's no amount of protesting I could do. There's no amount of resistance that could come into play to actually force 78 million people to grapple with what motivated them to put themselves in this position.
And the diatribe didn't go down well with viewers, with this person saying some cannot accept that her race and gender had nothing to do with Trump winning. They need to read the room. And Trump is so sick of the fake news coming from these outlets that he's now flat out refusing to engage with them.
Sir, and when you signed the CR,
who are you with?
Sir, I'm with NBC.
Oh, that's the same one. I don't want to talk to NBC anymore. I think you're so discredited.
Mr. President,